Okay, we're back again, and this time I have some tragic news. My recording script used to look like this. Now guess what that flag does? Override output files without asking. You'll never guess why it used to look like that. We're only 3 episodes in, and I've already learned the harsh reality of deleting a bunch of footage on accident. That's all right. So what we did last time was basically to get the device information to figure out what we could get from FFmpeg. And we spent a lot of time reading documentation, figured out, we can get formats. Then you need to allocate a context, but once you have a context, later on within a format, you can grab streams. You can get codecs associated with that stream. And in particular, I don't use it yet. That's what we're doing this time. But I was going to say, in particular, you can use that codec to, well, decode data. You can find a decoder and then you can shunt data to it from your format. So here we open up the Sound.io device, and from that Sound.io device we get this format context, and we can get data from the format context. So that's whatever raw data the actual format supplies to us or the device supplies to us. We can pull that from the format context and then shove it into the codec, which in this case is a decoder since this is input data. So we shove it into the codec, and then back from that we get audio data. In particular, we want to call read frame to read a frame from the format context. That'll put it into this packet. That's this function here. And then with that packet, we send that packet to the decoder. And then receive a frame back. And so the flow again is read a frame from our format, send a packet to the decoder, and read a frame back. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try and actually get some gain numbers today. I think that's what I want to try and do. It seems like it should be feasible, but we'll see. We'll see if that ends up being true. So last time we were able to set a few properties of the format channel. For instance, we set the sample rate in channels when opening this. And we were able to, by looping through the streams and grabbing the codecs, we were able to find how things are encoded. Right, so PCM signed 24-bit little endian. All right. Let's see if we can read some data. Okay, let's start by doing exactly what I said. Let's read a frame. But there's some documentation here around basically memory ownership with packets. It's not exactly trivial. Yeah, the packet must be freed with packet unref when it is no longer needed. Contains an integer number of frames if each frame has a known fixed size, e.g. PCM, which we're using. PTS, DTS, and duration are always set to correct values. PTS can be AV no PTS value. It's better to rely on DTS. Okay. This is like decompression timestamp and presentation. I'm not sure. On error, packet will be blank as if it came from AV packet alloc. The thing I wonder is, I wonder if I need to allocate a packet or if it's enough to have one on the stack. Like, it's not clear to me what the memory management situation is here, as if it came from packet alloc. Okay. This only allocates the AV packet itself, not the data buffers. Right. So it has data inside it that needs to... Okay, it does. It stores compressed data. Okay. Exported by demuxes, then passed as input to decoders. Yeah, that's pretty much how we want to use it. The semantic... Here we go. The semantics of data ownership depend on the buff field. If it is set... Okay, if it's not null, I guess. The packet is dynamically allocated and is valid indefinitely until an unref. Okay. If the buff field is not set, then we make a copy instead of reference counting. Okay, do we have a reference? Opaque ref? Guess so. Or is the buffer reference counted? The buffer is reference counted. Interesting. The slice data, the side data, okay, is always allocated by AV malloc, copied by packet ref, and freed by, okay, that's fine. New packets will only be able to be allocated with AV packet alloc. Okay, it sounds like it wants us to allocate packets. Do we need to allocate the data buffers though? I don't think so. This looks like stuff that the format should take care of. This doesn't look like stuff that we have to deal with. Okay. What was that function that it mentioned? Was that over here? No. I think it was in the alloc. Yeah. It's interesting that's not a link. Allocate the payload of a packet and initialize its fields. Okay. I don't know if I want this though. Also size? Yeah, I don't think I know what size I want. I don't think it's on me to do that. I honestly wonder if I need to allocate. I presume I will have to allocate, but let's presume we don't. Let's AV packet or packet. Okay. And can we just read a frame? From the format context. It's interesting that it's from the format context. AV read frame. What is the decoder one? Is that AV codec read frame? Yeah, AV codec receive frame. Okay. So I guess read frame just knows that it needs to look at the input form. But how does it know which stream though? I mean, what's in a packet? PTS, DTS data, size, the index of the stream. Okay. Can I not choose which stream? Maybe not. I think this is meant to be opaque to me. I'm not sure I'm meant to do anything with this. Other than maybe copy data, but this looks like it is not for me. Then we have a pointer to data. Interesting. What is that? Yeah, decompression timestamp. Interesting. I guess I want to look at what ref does. I'm just curious. Data, yeah, data just points within the buffer. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Well, okay, let's just try and read. Well, we'll see what happens. That should be context. That should be the packet. 0 if okay, less than 0, okay. We're just gonna error out. Could not read frame. Ooh, or an end of file. How am I meant to tell the difference? Error codes, we'll try that. AV buffer, interesting. AV frame, okay. I don't think I don't think I care about any of this. Interesting. Define AV error E to be equal to E. That's not helpful. Okay, we can... That's interesting. We can check if it's end of file. And I think if it's end of file, I think we just want to do nothing. Yeah, I think it's AV error. Yeah, AV error underscore end of file. Could not read packet from format, I guess, because strictly we're not... I mean, it is reading from a stream. We just don't get to choose which one. I suppose. I guess we just want to keep doing this, right?